Hello YouTube, this is William. Welcome to another 2-week update. Before I get started with what is coming up or what's in progress, fill you in on the Blackie Campout, Fall Campout. We did a video, as Blackie, myself, JJ, and Mike Simmons, about the Gray Man, the Fuel the Fire's Gray Man. If you have not seen that video, you need to watch it. I will link my pre-video to the end of this video so that you can kind of see some more information about it. But to kind of give you guys an idea, I have a listing that's on my website. And if you see a listing on my knife, my Shop Knives webpage, and it says sold out, read the description, read the heading, because it may be informing you of a knife sale that's coming. It may not be the knife is sold out. It may be just a notice or a heads up. So please, if you see anything on my website, read it, because there's a lot of good information there that I think you should know. Okay? So if it says sold out, don't believe it. Read it, okay? Because there's a listing on there about the North Wind. It's not sold out. It's unlimited. So also there's a listing on there that says the Gray Man. It's not sold out. It hasn't even started yet. So read those listings very carefully. Even if you're wanting to order a knife, read those listings, because there's a value of information there, okay? All right. So anyway, the Gray Man will go live on my website, wcknives.com, Shop Knives webpage. It will go live November the 1st at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right, so you've got 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Pacific, okay? Now, if you're everywhere else in the world, you can fact calculate it from there, because I can't help you. All right. Okay. I've been requested by several people overseas to find another carrier. I am talking to UPS about doing the overseas shipping. I don't know how that's going to work out, because I live 40 miles from UPS. They do deliver here, but I am looking into it. Okay, so as soon as I know something more about that, I will let you guys know. But I am, because I've been having issues with a lot of the overseas carriers, especially Austria. I had one knife returned because they claimed it was hazardous cargo. I mean, the worldview on things right now is just blowing my mind. But hey, it's the world we live in right now, so we have to overcome and adapt, as Gunny says. All right. So I am looking at a different carrier. So trying to provide something as economical as I can to the overseas customers. But again, I don't know. I can't keep track of everybody's laws and regulations. So I leave it up to the customer to decide whether they can allow, or their country allows, a knife that they purchase to come in. If you think it'll come in and you order it, I'm going to ship it to wherever you tell me to ship it to. All right. So I have no control over what the customs does, or your customs does. I have no control over what your carrier, your mail carriers do. All right. That's not under my control. I wish I could control the world, but hey, I got enough problems controlling the shop. All right. So anyway, but I am looking into it. So again, the Gray Man, the Fuel the Fire's Gray Man, there's a lot of great videos out there, more coming, but you need to watch that video of us sitting around talking about that knife. And I will put a link to the video of my pre-video to that on this, this update. And also, I will put a link to that video from Blackie's Fall Campout. All right. Fantastic time. Had a great time. It was great seeing Blackie again. Of course, I saw him last last spring. But anyway, it's always good to see Blackie. JJ, Mike, I mean, just Denny, Mike Denny was there. Homer Mayo, Donnie Pavellini, man, it's great to see him again. I hadn't seen him in a long time. Just too many names to miss. Chris Hall, John Frisbee. I mean, just go on and on and on and on. And Todd Gibson. I mean, just I'm sure I have missed a ton of people, and I'm sorry, but it was great seeing everybody again, and I look forward to the next one. Speaking of next one, I have bought a ticket, and I will be as a spectator at the Georgia Bushcraft this November, the weekend of the 8th, weekend of November the 8th. You will probably see me around the Ridge Runner booth. You will probably see me around the Fuel the Fires booth. So just, if you're going to that event, then look for me and stop me, okay? And I would be thrilled to shake your hand and say hello and chat a little bit, okay? I'm not setting up as a booth. I am not selling any knives. But I don't know if Ridge Runner is going to have any or not. I'll talk about their account here in just a moment. But anyway, I am going to be at Georgia Bushcraft the weekend of the 8th. So if you're anywhere around, then I would love to meet with you, all right, and shake your hand. Okay, let's talk about some knives. First runs that's ending here in the next week. The Gen 2 Master Outdoorsman. Man, I use this on the camp kitchen at Blackie's Camp Out, and laser. I mean, it sliced through, it steaks, it sliced through tomatoes, onions, everything that we throwed in a pot, peppers. I mean, a fantastic little kitchen knife. And that hook right there, oh man. But anyway, the pre-sale for first runs is ending on the 2nd of November. So if you want one, go to my WC Knives webpage, Shop Knives webpage, okay? And I will put a link in the description that'll say Master Outdoorsman Gen 2 listing, and then have a direct link to this listing, okay? But ending November the 2nd. Northwind. I just did an updated video on me carving a rough and down and dirty serving spoon with this knife yesterday. So, I mean, it's still got stains all over it. I mean, that's tannins. That's not staining the steel. So, it's a wonderful knife. I can't say enough about this knife. This thing is, if anybody wanted a one-tool option, this certainly has to be in the discussion. Do I believe there's a one-tool option? It depends on what you need to do, is really what I think about it. Is this a one-tool option for survival? In certain areas, maybe. In all areas, no. So, it's one of those things that just what you expect to do with a knife, whether it's a one-tool or not. I think you got to have as many tools as possible with you. I don't think you need to limit yourself to one tool. That's just my opinion. I think you should have as many tools as you can carry. So, anyway, those are ending, and you can get this one. This one ends October the 31st at GreatNorthernKnives.com, and I will put a direct link to this listing in the description box of this video. Okay, so you can just go to the description box, click on that link, and go directly to the listing. Get them. Pano's wife did a video short on this, and I don't know if I can link it short or not, but man, the girl knows how to use a knife, I tell you. And, people can say, oh, they use a knife. A little old woman handling a knife like that, man. Guys, I think I'll just leave it right there. All right. Okay, let's talk about what's been shipped out. I have shipped out through, this is the retail side. I've shipped out orders through 2646, and I have through 26. No, I'm sorry. Shipped out through 26. Can't tell what that is. 56 maybe. It may be 2656. Yeah, 2656. We'll go with that. Put my eyes on, maybe that'll help. I can't think of these things. I've been trying to get rid of them for years. Yeah, it's 2653. Okay. So I've shipped out through that with the exception of the SKs, and they are handle shaped and ready for me to do the finish grinds on. I have the Kydex has been started on those. So anyway, I should get those out this week. All right. And so that would mean that all of December, if I get those out this week, that would mean all of December of 2023 orders is out the door. Okay. And then we'll start concentrating on January's orders, which I sort of kind of almost already am. So anyway. All right. That's where we're at on retail. I will show you some things in the grind room here in a little while, but let's talk about junior field lords. This is the last of the junior field lords. All right. So I have shipped through 2880. Has been shipped out. 2881 through 2896, which is the last of the field lords, is over at Tom's shop being handled. I've already done the grinds on the blades. So once Tom gets done with the handles, it's just a matter of doing the laser and fitting those Kydex sheaths right there to it, to the final fit. All right, so we should get those out before I leave for Georgia Bushcraft. So that's the week of the first week in November is when all of those are going to go out. Okay, so that would mean that the junior field lords first runs are out the door first week in November, which I didn't miss it by a couple of 3 days or so. All right. So anyway, that's where we're at on the junior field lords. Let's talk about the Mighty Minis. I have in heat treat 2958 through 2983 of the first run Mighty Minis. And you'll see those on the table and on the wall in there. I will heat treat those and get them finished ground and over to Tom for him to do the handles on. That's the first 20 or so. I should be able to get those to him this week. Once he's done with the junior field lords, then that will be his next thing to do is the Mighty Minis, the first 20 or so of those, okay? So we'll start working on those the first week in November, as advertised and as I had projected, all right? Okay, let's talk about WCSKs for a moment. I am finishing up their handle, and I've got them on my wall in there. You'll see them in a moment, ready for finish grinds in the Kydex that I've said before. WCSKs 883, 884, and 885, okay? So those are in works. Now, 886 through 889 is being handled right now by our, has been handled or is in handle for me to finish the blade grinds on those. I do the blade grinds after the handles are set on those. Okay. So that's where we're at on SKs, and that will put us into the January of 2024 orders. All right. So we'll be starting a new year here right now. So we're, right on track with that 10 and a half month thing. That's what I promised a year ago, and that's what we're pretty much hitting. Give a day or two here and there. All right. Okay. Let's talk about a sale before we talk about wholesale. You see these right here on the table? I've got Henry, who does a lot of the stuff around the shop for me, is starting to set or form kydex to a couple of things. This is a junior field lure that I used for a while. It's in MagnaCut. So that's going to be, I hope I've got it in the frame. That's going to be in the sale. I've got another junior field lure. And if you'll see, it's got a tapered tang. This is a 5/32 field lure. I just did it for giggles. It's made from CPM 3V that I used for a while. Right there, okay? So those are going to be in the sale. I've got a couple of, or 3 of the daily chores. Here's a couple of them. There's another daily chore in this one that he is working on the forming the blades. So anyway, those are in works. Also, I've got in here, all of these are going to be in the sale. I've got this prototype of the Woods and Game is going to be in the sale, and I'll do a video before I put that in sale of where we're at on that knife. I've got a couple of them of the Gray Mans that I messed up, so we're going to sell those as a one-off prototype that's going to be in the sale. I've got the Northwind Prototype B that's going to be in the sale. A couple of other things that just I played around in the shop with. So looking at maybe about 20 knives that we're going to do in a sale before December. With everything coming up, I don't know exactly when, but it will be in November. Probably definitely before Thanksgiving, okay? So look for that. Best thing I can tell you is be part of or subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch every video that comes up, folks. Because, I mean, there I put information. It doesn't matter what the title says. I may talk about anything, all right? It's kind of like those thumbnails you see on YouTube. The title page or the thumbnail that has nothing to do with what they talk about. So it's just kind of clickbait. But anyway, you need to watch every video because I may drop a bomb here and there that you just have to know about. All right, we're doing the field lures or the Mighty Minis. It's in the middle of heat treat. It's heat treat Sunday. And I've still got a few minutes left to do this video, so we were trying to wrap it up right quick. And I'll do a video on the van at some point. Man, I enjoyed that van on this last trip. It was nice to be in that van. Okay, here is the WCSKs I was talking about. Okay, this is the WCSKs that actually starts going through the other ones. This is one of the Northwinds that's going to Great Northern Knives so they can put a handle on it. This is what is being shipped to Great Northern Knives Monday. I'll finish them up tomorrow. If I don't get them in the mail Monday, it will be Tuesday, but they'll be shipped out first of the week. They will be getting a baker's dozen of field lures, which if you don't know what a baker's dozen is, that's 13, okay? 13 field lures. That's the standard size field lures. So if you're looking for a field lure, you need to contact Sean or somebody at Great Northern Knives and say, I want one of those field lures that William is finishing up and put me this type of handle on it, all right? Talk to them, and they'll be able to fix you up within reason, all right? So anyway, as long as you don't ask for gold inlay and stuff like that, they might be able to help you out. Okay, I've got a Model 1 and a Model 2 that is going to be part of the sale in this November time period. And I've got a couple of stubbies that's going to be in the sale. Also, in the November orders, there is one of the signature field lures that I have heat treated, and I've started the grinds on it. So we get those out. The next 2 signature field lures has already been heat treated, and so we get those. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but right there, it's been heat treated and tested, ready for finished grinds and handles. So we get that worked in. Also in the sale in November, I've got 7 of the RSTs that has been heat treated, and we'll get those ground and get in the sale. So there's going to be quite a few knives in that sale. It's going to be something that you guys want to definitely keep an eye on. Okay. All right. So Ridge Runner right now over at Tom's shop, he has the last 9 of the Black Hats that he is handling. And when I go to Georgia Bushcraft, Jason and I are going to sit down and we're going to talk about the future. All right, of what we're going to do with Ridge Runner and how this thing's going to work. And we'll see what happens from that. But anyway, looking forward to that meeting with him. You know what's happening with Great Northern Knives. The last shipment I sent to them was Alaskan Scouts, so I don't know if they have any of those left, but if you're wanting an Alaskan Scout, you should look at that. And folks, you need to keep an eye on their website, on their WC page, because they are dropping things on that page that, man, that's some pretty nice stuff on there. So you need to keep an eye on that. Don't forget, if you want the North Wind, be sure and go there and order that right now. Just kind of give you an idea, all first runs that is sold, we're looking after the first run pre-sale is ended, about 4 months for fabrication after that point, okay? So in other words, the North Wind and the Gen 2 is ending this next weekend. So count 4 months after that when they'll start shipping, okay? That's general rule of thumb. All right, now things may change a day or two here or there because we have no control over the universe, okay? Again, that's one of those things that William does not control. He does not control when equipment breaks. He does not control everybody's agendas. All he can do is speculate and make good guesses or bad guesses or whatever kind of guesses he can get. All right, okay, so with that said, I think you guys are up to date. Can't think of anything else that you guys need to know right at this moment. I thank you guys for each and everything that you do for WC Knives, for being a friend, being a customer, for trusting me to provide you your cutlery, okay? Thank you so much. It means the world to me to be able to live my dream. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure to take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. And we'll catch you again very soon. Get back to my kilns.